What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. Today I want to talk about an exotic hand cannon that had been all but forgotten about until just recently because it just got a massive damage buff and is now one of the most powerful weapons to use in in-game content like Grandmaster Nightfalls and Master Lost Sectors. The ERIANA'S VOW received some much needed love this week as Bungie finally corrected an issue that had been holding this exotic back. For a long time now, the ERIANA'S VOW had been dealing incorrect levels of damage against barrier champions, which saw this weapon see a significant drop in its usage. But with this most recent update, Bungie has now fixed that issue, which has resulted in this weapon gaining a 67% bonus in damage against barrier champions. In addition to this bonus, Bungie removed the 40% damage scaler that was in place when used against barrier champion shields. This has given this exotic the ability to one-shot any barrier champion shield, even in Grandmaster Nightfalls, something we would typically only see out of the Wishender, and I can already hear the sound of hunters grabbing their lucky pants. Bungie recently added an additional benefit to the ERIANA'S main intrinsic trait that many of you might not have been aware of. Death at First Glance grants a 32.5% bonus in damage on the first shot when aiming down sights. Landing consecutive precision shots or hitting enemy shields will keep this damage bonus active. When ERIANA'S breaks the shield of a barrier champion or any enemy that's using a solar shield, an ignition will be triggered, and that ignition will share the same 67% bonus in damage whenever it strikes a barrier champion. This massive increase in damage has completely revitalized this exotic, as it's now finally a viable option to use in any activity that includes barrier champions, and in the right circumstances, those ignitions could even be used to stun unstoppable champions. And if those barrier champions are surrounded by a bunch of small rank and file enemies, this ignition will be able to clear them all out, giving the ERIANA'S VOW a level of crowd control that it's never seen before. With the seasonal artifact including the solar fulmination mod, this can be used with ERIANA'S to amplify the radius and damage dealt by those ignitions. And since ERIANA'S now has solar verbiages tied into its weapon traits, it'll have even better synergy with solar and prismatic classes, as fragments like Ember of Eruption and Facet of Ruin will be able to play off of those ignitions. Even though hand cannons get the nod towards overload champions right now, the ERIANA'S VOW will not be able to share in that benefit because it has the built-in ability to pierce barrier shields. This is a special ammo hand cannon made by the same foundry that made the Choir of One, so whenever trying to run double special loadouts, you'll find the ammo economy to be a little tough. But when using this with a kinetic primary weapon like the Kvostov, you'll have plenty of ammo to terrorize those barrier champions with. It's been a very long time since we last saw the ERIANA'S VOW dominating in in-game content, but with these most recent changes, this exotic is back with a brand new bang. So if you've been letting this exotic collect dust in the vault, then it's time to pull it out. And if you don't have it, you'll need to head to the exotic kiosk in the tower. And with that said, I wish you all the best of luck out there. I'd love to hear your thoughts about the ERIANA'S VOW, its increased efficiency against barrier champions, and the current state of Destiny. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you need a great build to pair up with the ERIANA'S VOW, be sure to check out my Mobalytics link that's down in the description, where you'll be able to find a ton of great in-game builds. Thank you as always for checking out the video. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated, and both really do help support the channel. If you're a new Light Guardian just starting your journey, or a battle-hardened veteran just looking for a new place to call home, then be sure to check out the Discord link that's down in the description and join one of the greatest communities in all of Destiny. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.